Hello friends, hope you all are doing good. So this video is about my Vipassana experience. I attended a 10-day Vipassana course. Recently I completed it on 5th of the October, and I thought that the experience was worth it, so I should share it with my near and dear ones. So if meditation or spirituality is something that interests you, please watch it till the end. I hope it will be of your use. So I'll start with the basics, like what is Vipassana, because many of you would not be knowing that, just I did not know before. Vipassana is a Buddhist practice of meditation, or in general how you should live your life and how you should be aware of your internal self. So this technique was there in India, but unfortunately it got vanished with the time. There was a small community in Burma who was still following it, and Puja Guruji Goenka ji, he learnt it from them, and then he introduced it again to India. So they have around like 42 centers all over India, and few outside India as well, where they teach you this technique. And to learn that, this 10 days course is a mandatory course, so you have to attend it at first, and then you will be able, or you will be eligible to attend further courses of 1 day, 3 day or other practices. Yeah, so before that, before we go into detail, just a reminder or a disclaimer that I am not a professional video maker. In fact, you would be knowing that I'm not that active on social media, so I might make a few mistakes, but yeah, please bear with it. So I have noted down few points I wanted to discuss, and before that, like the very first thing, that why I decided to make this video. So I got introduced to Vipassana probably 4-5 years back, when my now husband went and attended it in probably 2017 or 18. But I was not completely aware of that. I read some details on their website, watched few videos here and there, but when I actually went there and experienced it in those 10 days, I realized that the concept I had in mind is totally different. Okay, I just knew that it's a meditation technique and they will make you learn it, blah blah blah. But when I went there, I actually practiced, I realized it is not just meditation. It is a way of living. It is a, like, when you go there, you learn a lot of like religious things also. So it's a proper way of living. What they teach you in terms of your inner self, your physique and your mental health. So I thought that many of you would be like me, who would not be aware of the actual concept, but should be knowing before attending it. So that is the main purpose I decided to make it. So as I have told you, like what is Vipassana and how you can get yourself registered, they have their online website and all the details are given there. It is very systematic, very process oriented, and you can get yourself registered. There are multiple sessions coming up every now and then, and in advance you have to register, and then the process would be like they would ask for some documentation and everything, and at the final day, like when the date is there, you have to go there. Now this is a 10-day program. You are supposed to reach there 1 day prior. Okay, the accommodation, the food, everything is there, and everything is free of cost. Of course, you can donate at the end of it, and we should donate it because they are doing a noble cause, so at least we can monetarily contribute in that, if not otherwise. So I attended the course from 25th of September to 4th of October in Pune. There are two centers here. One is in Swagate and one is in Markal, which is outer skirts of Pune. So I decided to do it there because it was a time of Navratri, so I wanted some secluded place where there would be no disturbances. So yeah, it was this 10-11 days course that I attended. So the second part is like I'll give you the brief about what the schedule is there and how the process is there. So I was given a sharing room. I and the other lady, we shared a room, and there were around 45 female and equal amount of male in one program. Also there were volunteers there whom they call Dhamma Sevika. By the way, the centers are called Vipassana Dhamma Center. Okay, and so the schedule of the day, and there are few rules to be followed during this 10 days. I will explain it to you. So first and very important and like very controversial thing is, for this 10 days you have to maintain noble silence. Noble silence means you cannot talk, you cannot do any sign languages, you cannot even look into the other people's eyes, because that would distract you, and that would not, like, that would affect the main cause of this process. So for this 10 days you have to be yourself, you have to be with yourself, and you have to look deep down yourself, which is very difficult at initial stage, but yeah, at the end you would get a hold of it. So the first thing that I told you is you have to maintain noble silence. Second thing, you have to follow their schedule. Now in that schedule you have to do like 12 to 14 hours of meditation throughout the day. So basically you are doing nothing but sitting and meditating while you are there. So I'll tell you the brief about the schedule over there. You have to wake up at 4:15, because 4:30 is the first session. So you would be given allotted rooms, and then there would be a meditation hall, Dhamma hall, okay, where you are supposed to go and sit and do the meditation with all others of your like not like friends, but whosoever are there. You all will be sitting in one hall. Then there will be teachers, Guruji and Acharya, okay, so they would be sitting with you, and then Pujya Guruji's recordings will be played, and he would teach you how the process works and how the meditation should be. So you are supposed to wake up at 4 o'clock. 4:30 to 6:30 is the first session, okay. After 6:30 to 6:30 to 7:15 is your breakfast time, and then you would get half an hour to like 1 hour's break for your normal chores like bathing and everything. From 8 to 11 again there is a session of meditation, okay. From 11 to 12 is your lunch time, okay. 12 to 1 is leisure time for your rest and everything. Again from 1 to 5 is your meditation time. You are supposed to sit in the Dhamma hall and do the meditation as per the instructions. 5 to 5:30 is your tea and snacks time. If you are going for the first time, like I did, you would be considered as new student, so you would be given tea and snacks. If you are old student, like suppose if I'll be going next time, I'll be considered as old student because I have completed one course. So at that time, I would not be given any tea, snacks or anything. It would be just lemon water. Okay, 5 to 5:30 is this. Then 5:30 to 6 is just a free time. Then 6 to 9 is again the session in the Mahal. Now in this session, this was the most favorite part of the day for me. 6 to 7 is a meditation, group meditation. Okay, and then from 7 to 8:30, 8:45, daily there would be a discourse given from Guruji. So this day 1, day 2, day 3, this recordings would be played. In that, Guruji would explain very nicely, very logically, and very interestingly. He will explain all the things that we did throughout the day and why we did that. Okay, so basically I would not be able to explain that, but in a nutshell, if I tell you that the whole concept is to know your body and to observe what are the changes happening in your body. So why we do that, how do we do that, and how do we connect that with our day-to-day life or the whole process is what he explains throughout this 9 or 10 days discourses, which happens around like 1.5 to 2 hours. And then at around 8:30 to 9, again there will be a small like a very short course of meditation. And 9 to 9:30, if you have any questions or if you have any difficulties, you can go and speak to the Acharya. And then 9:30, it's time to go to bed. Now it may all sound very, very good, very systematic, very interesting, but trust me, it was very difficult. very, very, very difficult. So first 3 days, the problem was there with me that I could not sit. I was not able to, be steady for at least 15 to 20 minutes. There was a back pain, there was leg pain, there was numbness in the legs, all kinds of problem. Okay, that you would face. But yeah, over the time you would be getting used to it, and by end of like 9th or 10th day, I was able to sit like for 40 minutes still, and that was an achievement for me. So that is how the day looks like when you are in the Vipassana course. Second thing about the food, so you would get very sattvic, very, very basic food over there, which is, I think, required for this kind of lifestyle what you follow for 10 days. If you eat very spicy and very tasty food, you would not be able to sit there for 3-4 hours continue. So what you would get hot breakfast, very basic and very much homely food, like idli, poha, everything with chai. And then in lunch you would get basic sabji, roti, dal, chawal. And in evening snacks you would get very light, like probably a fruit or khakra or murmura with chai. And that is how it is like throughout the day, which keeps you full to attend this session, and at the same time not make you drowsy. So that is the whole process of it. And now coming to the last point, like how was my experience and what was my take out of it, is that it was very difficult. So when I went, I did not realize that my mind is so much used to or addicted to the chaos that given this kind of atmosphere, it would turn against me. So for first 2, 3, 4 days, I could hear the sounds of my notifications. I could hear the sounds of Outlook mails or notifications in the offices. So that happened, and I realized that whenever I used to close my eyes and do meditation, all the kind of thoughts would come. Like, I don't know, people whom I have met like 10 or 12 years ago, who had no connection with me right now, or who had yeah, sorry for that. So as I was saying, that while sitting still and not doing anything made me like have all kind of thoughts, positive, negative, everything, mostly negative. So I remember on the third or fourth day, I cried a lot. I met the Acharya over there, and I told her that it's getting difficult for me. I am having all kind of negative thoughts, or some fears are there and everything. So she explained it to me that this is what is supposed to be. It is not only you, all of us are facing the same thing, and that is the reason we are here. We want to remove that from our life. So then I got a bit of like, I can do it. And yeah. So the main takeout for me is here and that was the main reason for me making this video, was that don't go there just because it is in trend, or just your friend has gone there, or just like you want to try it. Because something to try, 10 days is not a shorter period. You would not be able to survive it, or you would not be able to, even if you survive it or you be there, you would not be able to make maximum out of it if you do not know the whole idea behind it. So, and plus one more thing, that you just being there is a lot of effort for them also, be it monetary, be it like the people around you who are helping you. So there is a lot of time and energy and money from their end is being used while you go there and do not do anything of it. So that was the one reason, that even if you are still thinking or still dicey to go there, do your research, do meet your friends who have been there, or like how their experience was, and then decide. Make a very sensible and aware decision about it. So I hope that this video would help you in that. But yeah, again, it is not easy. Also for people who have like some physical problems, who are not able to continuously sit in a one place, in that perspective also it is difficult. Like they would give you back support, or a chair if you need it, or if you ask. But it was not as easy or as joyful as I thought. On the one more thing that I missed, that on the fifth and sixth day they allotted us shunyagars, that is a cell. You have to sit there alone and do meditation over there, not in the hall. So that was a different experience for me. I did not like enjoy it, so I asked the acharya and I came back to the common hall and I did my practice there. So I think I have covered most of the thing. The main point is like what they teach you in meditation is not covered here, because I think I am not the right person for that. I am still in process of figuring it out for myself. But one thing I can tell you is that the 10 days will not change your life. Obviously it will give you some perspective, some things like to learn and to understand, but it will not change your life. The only thing is, if you do it religiously, if you learn it and if you follow it in your day-to-day life, then no doubt that it would not change your life. It would affect your life, it would affect your thinking, it would affect the way you react to things, and that is what I am hoping to do. Since I have come back, I have been practicing it. So Guruji says that once you go out from here, the real struggle starts. And it is true, because when you are there, you're not speaking to anyone, you don't know anyone, so everything is hunky-dory and everything like, I can control my thoughts, I can do this. The moment you enter into your real life, the real problem comes across. So then it is your test of your patience and your perseverance and everything. So it would take a lot of time for me to reach there, but I have started the process. I have been doing meditation for at least half an hour daily, while Guruji says it should be 1 hour morning, 1 hour evening. I am still struggling to find that, but yeah, I have started, and I hope to continue it soon. Now, because I was always into meditation and spirit, like not always, but recently from 4-5 years I have been into that. I tried multiple methods of meditation through YouTube or through some reading or anything, but because I did not have a professional touch in that, I was not able to do it. While here, after coming back, I feel that I have the right path now and I will be able to do it. And in fact, till now I have been doing it. I don't know about the future, but I religiously want to follow it. And let's see how it turns out to be. So probably after a year, I would make another video that I did it for continuously 1 year, and now what is the difference. So I think I have covered most of the things which I wanted to share. Still, if you feel anything that you want to know, or you would be planning to go, or anything like that, just let me know. I would help you to best of my knowledge. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Be safe, be happy.